सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। Gita, first chapter, Shloka number 6. Yudhamanyuscha vikrantah उत्तमौजाश्च वीर्यवान् सौभद्रो द्रौपदेयाश्च सर्व एव महारथाः। We are seeing Arjuna Vishada Yoga. The first chapter of this Bhagavad Gita, which occurs in Mahabharata. Vyasacharya introducing the battlefield and Duryodhana introducing all the armies to his Guru Dronacharya. The battle is taking place in Kurukshetra, very significant place because of many reasons. Kurukshetra is that on which land the Kuru Raja did agriculture. That is one reason. The Kurukshetra is that land on which many yajnas were performed. Many yajnas, rituals were performed. That is the second reason. Third reason, where Parashurama fought with Bhishma. Therefore, that place has got a significance. All Kshatriyas also, not only with Bhishma, Parashurama killed so many Kshatriyas. Parashurama basically a Brahmana, because of so many problems. That story I don't want to enter. But he killed all the Kshatriyas. All the means maximum. So that place is also significant because of this reason. Therefore, in that Kurukshetra, this battle is going to take place. When Vyasacharya asked Dhritarashtra, I will give you Divya Drishti, Dura Darshanam, extra perception, so that you can see the battle. Who is fighting with whom? Who is killing whom? Who is falling down? All these you can see. Then Dhritarashtra said, I don't want to see my people, the destruction, with my own eyes. Even though he is blind, Vyasa Bhagavan want to give drishti to him. See how your children are going to do this battle. Dhritarashtra said, no, I don't want to see the destruction of my own family. Then Vyasacharya gave that Divya Drishti to Sanjaya. This Sanjaya is a nice character. Who is Sanjaya actually? One or two points we can know about him. He is a charioteer of Dhritarashtra, driver of a chariot of Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra's driver. A son of Sutaputra. Sanjaya is a Sutaputra. But he is a Dharmatma, very good person, noble person. Even though he is born in a inferior, the Kulam, they say Sutaputra, but he is a Dharmatma. And not only Dharmatma, he is a Krishna Bhakta. Krishna Bhakta, Sri Krishna Bhakta. Not only Sri Krishna Bhakta, he is a Tattvavetta who has got a knowledge. Dharma Shastram, everything he knows, Tattvavetta. Why is he called Sanjaya? The derivation, the names are also very significant to those people, those days. Okay, those days. Sanjaya means Samyak Yojayati iti Sanjaya. Samyak Yojayati. That means the one who thinks properly. One who thinks right as right, wrong as wrong. Therefore he is called Sanjaya. And in this 6th shloka, when Duryodhana is introducing, the Vyasacharya preparing the ground for Gita teaching. Okay. Gita teaching is preparing the ground. And what context the teaching is going to take place. Duryodhana introducing the warriors to Dronacharya. The Pandava's side first, later his side he is going to introduce. In this shloka, Duryodhana tells the powerful Yudhamanyuhu, Vikrantaha Yudhamanyuhu. Vikrantaha means a powerful one, Yudhamanyuhu, the name. And Uttamaujaha Viryavan, the brother of Drishtadyumna. Uttamaujaha means he is a brother of Drishtadyumna. Drishtadyumna means another son of Drupada. Who is Drupada? A Raja. Draupadi's father. So, Drishtadyumna's brother, Uttamaujaha, Saubhadraha. Saubhadra, Subhadrayaha son of Subhadra. Abhimanyu anartham. Abhimanyu. Draupadeyaha. Draupadeyaha means Draupadis, Upapandavas anartham. Upapandavas. They were 5 in number. Upapandavas. Shruta Soma, one Yudhishthira's son. Not Shruta Soma, Prativindhyuhu. Prativindhyuhu. And Bhima's son, Shruta Soma. Arjuna's son, Shruta Kirti. Nakula's son, Shatanika. And Sahadeva's son, Shrutasena. All 5 Upapandavas. They are called Draupadeyaha. All of them put together, Draupadeyaha. They are all also fighting. See how young they are. Imagine. And Sarva eva Maharathaha. All of them are great warriors. Not ordinary people. All of them are very, very, very great warriors. And every Raja, they brought their own army also. I told you Akshauhini. The calculations, the commentators gives the calculation. You can sit, move this side, that side. I cannot see. Akshauhini means just for academic. It is not very important. You see how much army was there now. Akshauhini means one Akshauhini, battalions and artham. Akshauhini means battalions. In that army, in one Akshauhini, 21,870 elephants. 21,870 elephants and 21,870 chariots, 65,610 horses. என்ன சுவாமி உங்களெல்லாம் போய் கவுண்ட் பண்ணிட்டானா கேட்காதுங்க. இது ஆல்ரெடி said in Mahabharata. And 1,09,350 soldiers. Kal balam anu solluvan. Those who walks and fight. And 4 lakhs totally put together in whole Mahabharata. One Akshauhini this much. Like that, so many Akshauhinis are there. In 17 Akshauhinis I told in the last class. Pandavas, how many Akshauhinis? 11 and 7. 11 and 7. Pandavas have got only 7. Kauravas have got 11. So one Akshauhini this much. See how much total. 4 lakhs chariots. 4 lakhs. 4 lakhs elephants. Total in that battlefield. 4 lakhs elephants. 10 lakhs horses. You tell the story to your children. Okay, they love. 10 lakhs horses. 20 lakhs soldiers. This is the capacity of army. All are standing for what? To kill each other. Yuddha means what? Destruction only. So this is about Akshauhinis. Then another important, Shastram Astram. No? In Yuddha battlefield, they use weapons. What are the weapons they use? They broadly divided into 2. Shastram and Astram. Shastra means that weapon which you hold and fight. You hold and fight. Like Khadgam, Gada, all these things. Astra means missiles. Nowadays they call missiles, atom bomb. The missiles, Astra means even a blade of grass also can become Astram. Tantra Shastra they use in that, in the Astram. Rama took a blade of grass, used it as a Brahmastram because of mantra power. Astram is that anything they can take, but chant mantra. So many times they have to chant. So and so mantra they have to chant. Brahmastram, Nagastram, Varunastram, Indrastram. And they throw that. So that weapon by throwing they fight. That's called Astram. So they use Shastram and Astram. You are all seeing already, Mahabharata fighting, no? You can see the music, what they put, no? One Astram, they are coming and going, both are powerful. Very difficult. How powerful people. So this is about Shastram and Astram. then this battle represents violence. Another important value we have to understand here. Violence means himsa. Is it not? Battle means what? Himsa. Many people have got a lot of misconception and they are angry with Sri Krishna. Why, Because of Sri Krishna alone, Arjuna fought with Kauravas. This battle has taken place because of Krishna. How a Lord Krishna can encourage Yuddham? How Bhagavan can encourage Yuddham, which is violence, killing others? It is wrong. Shastra says, even certain times you need not follow non-violence. You need not follow non-violence. You need not follow ahimsa. Under certain conditions, you can take violence. Shastra permits. Kshatriya is entitled to take dharma yuddha. Where himsa take place, it is permitted. Kshatriya, to establish dharma, violence is permitted only to Kshatriya, not to Brahmana. Brahmana is not supposed to hold the weapon. Vaishya is not supposed to hold the weapon. Even Shudra also is not given the power to hold the weapons. Therefore, only Kshatriya had the right to fight, that to dharma yuddha. So try to understand that misconception should go from our minds. All our gods are yielding the weapons in their hands. I am showing two hands. They have one hand. So one abhayastam, one weapon. Which god is not having weapon? Which god has not used weapon? Tell me. What you are using Devi on, worshipping Devi in Devi Navaratris, that Devi comes with so many Ashtabhuja Devi in every hand, Ayudham. Is it not? There are a lot of Durmarga is going on, Adharma is going on, and Devi cannot sit quietly. Lord cannot sit quietly. That is why other religion people, they criticize our gods. See here, Vel Muruga. Our பேர் Vel Muruga. Vel கையில வச்சிருக்காரு. Is it not that Vel represents Himsa? But how? We worship because Bhagavan knows how to use that weapon, where to use, on whom to use. Understand? To protect sadhu, good people, to destroy that adharmic people, evil-minded people, bad people, that weapon is used. Shiva has got Trishulam, Lord Vishnu has got Sudarshana Chakram, Devi has got lot, all weapons avangittirukku. So all gods are having weapons. It doesn't mean they are propagating ahimsa. Do you say? And kunkum bottu vechirupparunga. Kunkum bottu ella vechitom. Vel. See the concept behind that. Try to understand. So the weapon is used to protect dharma. Understand? Here, even Kurukshetra Yuddha, this battle also will not come under violence. For that sake, I am trying to say, this Yuddham also is a Dharma Yuddham. It will not come under Himsa. It will come under Ahimsa only. Now this is clear? So therefore, in this battlefield, now Duryodhana is going to introduce his own army to his guru. Now we'll enter into the 7th श्लोका. अस्माकं तु विशिष्टाये तानि बोध द्विजोत्तमा नायका मम सैन्यस्य संज्ञार्थं तान् ब्रवीमि ते. In Tamil also we have a word Vallabhanakum Pullum Ayudham. That is Astram. That means a person who is strong power, willpower is there. Even pull that that grass will become a weapon. Before entering to that proper meaning, I would like to give this violence permitted, that is called danda. We call it as himsa, call it as danda, punishment. Sama, dana, bheda, danda. So sama, dana, all the methods. First one, sama, many of you know, but still I would like to give 1 or 2 points about sama, dana, bheda, danda. Sama means a peaceful method, dialogues. And dana means by exchanging, by giving something, we can avoid the violence. Second method, we will try that method, dana. Peaceful method, and by exchange. Bheda, divide and rule policy, weakening the shatru. Bheda, weakening the shatru, that is the third method. And danda is the final method, punish. You can punish him. Straight away you can go to war. If these 3 methods fails, you can go to the 4th method, that is going straight away to the war, danda. Here Duryodhana tells, asmakam tu, among us, asmakam tu, ये विशिष्टाः नायकाः मम सैन्यस्य. ये विशिष्टाः means those who are prominent. Vishishtaha means prominent. We never introduce all people, no? Very, very prominent people, popular, famous, name and fame, whoever is having, we introduce generally. Like that, Drona is also introduced by Duryodhana about his armies. Vishishtaha, prominent people. Nayakaha, the leaders. Who are they? Mama Sainyasya, of my own army. I cannot introduce 11 Akshauhini Sainyam, no? That's why prominent people. So every Akshauhini has got a leader, no? Senadhipat, commander-in-chief. Commander-in-chiefs. Important. Sanyartham, for the sake of information. For the sake of information. Tan brevimite, I am narrating to you. Tan means that army. Brevimi, I will narrate you, I will explain you, I will tell you. Te means to you. To you means who? He Dvijottama. Dvijottama addressing his own guru. He Dronacharya anartham. Dvijottama means Dvijanam Uttamaha, who is the best among Brahmanas anartham. Best among the Brahmanas. Dvijaha means Jati Brahmana. Dronacharya is a Jati Brahmana. By birth is a Brahmana. Dvijaha means twice born anartham. Ja means born. Dvi means twice. Twice born. How a person can born twice? We know only once. This is a very significant word in our scriptures. Person born gets the physical body first from the mother. That is first birth. Second birth is after Upanayanam, when he takes that Maunji Bandhanam. He undergoes that Upanayana ceremony, he will become a Dvijaha, second birth anartha. That means Samskrita Purushaha. He will become a Samskrita Purushaha. Mature anartham. Generally they do Upanayana at the age of 7, 8, 9 or 11. Before that, that boy is a Prakrita Purusha. Prakrita means not much matured, not cultured. He can eat, he can go anywhere, he can talk anything, no disciplines. But once he undergoes this ceremony samskara, Upanayana samskara, he has to be very, very disciplined. He should not go out, he should not take food, he should not drink water outside. And he should not see the TV, he should not go to the movie, he should not talk. Once he takes, Cholladanga Swamini Kashtamari. Shastra tells, once a person, after Upanayana, he has to be very, very disciplined. So, and the cigarette thodave kodadu. And the liquor pakam pakave kodadu. Lot of discipline. That's why Samskrita Purushaha. Vulgar magazines padika kodadu. Girls kuda pesa kodadu. Cell phone lo pesa kodadu. Like that person is called Dvijaha. The one who follows all the disciplines entitled by that Shastra after this Upanayanam. Even mother also. He is not supposed to take food from the mother. Mother also gives Bhiksha. The last Bhojanam, Kumara Bhojanam they will give. Ennamo pandrom Kumara Bhojanam yarukku theriyadu edukku Kumara Bhojanam. Upanayanam பண்ணும்போது குமார போஜனம் ஒன்று இருக்கு. குமார போஜனம் means last time the mother feeds the baby, the child, baby இல்ல child, last time feed பண்ணி இது last time చెప్పி mother feeds, இது சாப்பிட உனக்கு என்ன பிடிக்கும் எல்லாம் பண்ணி she makes him to eat. After that Upanayanam over, first he comes to his mother, Bhikshan Dehi, and Amma has to give Bhiksha first time. He is not supposed to take Bhiksha from the mother next. He has to go to Gurukula, he has to stay there. So all very, very beautifully designed samskaras. Wonderful. So they are called Dvijaha. Among Dvijas, you are Uttamaha. A Dvija, a Brahmana is one whose job is primarily learning and teaching. Yajanam, Pathanam, Pathanam. Learning, teaching. Learning, teaching. That's why whoever is taking the teaching profession is a Karma Brahmana. Whoever is taking a teaching profession is a Karma Brahmana. Means he has chosen the profession of a Brahmanas. All the teachers are thinkers. All the teachers were Brahmanas those days. All people are doing all types of jobs. I am not talking about present days. Those days, Brahmana means only teaching profession. No other profession. Brahmana is not supposed to go work under somebody. Okay, don't mistake me. These are all said in Shastra. They are all to maintain the social harmony. So teaching, Pathanam, he has to learn first and teach, Pathanam. And Yajanam, second duty of Brahmana is Yajanam. He should know how to perform rituals. Kshatriya, Vaisya, Shudras, how to perform Yajanam. So the Brahmanas, why they are only priests and priyarda ipo? Na Brahmana enadhukku na priest irukku na irukkodadana. Profession they have selected. Years together you have to study. You cannot study mantras after 25 years and learn mantra and telling, doing puja. No, impossible. That child starts, the Brahmana starts at the age of 4 or 5. The whole life is dedicated for mantra. So, yajanam, yajanam. And danam, parigraham. Third duty of Brahmana is danam. He has to give danam. Whatever he has got, no? Koncham dhanam pannanam. Then parigraham also. If anybody gives, offers, gifts, anything, he can take. Parigraham. Whereas Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, they don't have Pathanam, Yajanam, they can learn all these things, but they are not supposed to teach. They can do dhanam, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, they can do dhanam, they don't have right to receive. Brahmana alone has got right to receive. Not nowadays Brahmanas I am talking. Those days Brahmanas means rumba simple, very, very simple people. So parigraha means they can take. When anybody gives gifts, other people, they are not supposed to take. They have to do dhanam, but they are not supposed to take any gifts. They have right to perform, but they have no right to ajanam. They have no right to make others or to teach rituals. Right kadiyadu. Even pathanam, Veda adhyanam pannalam. They have right to do Veda adhyanam. Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Shudra, all. Janaka Maharaja is a Kshatriya. There are many Sudras also learned Vedas. Not directly, but indirectly. But they have no right to teach. Those days. Professional clash varakudadani illa vechirukkan. Now profession nowadays all are taking all professions. Unemployment problem. Not to suppress one caste, one kula, one varna is not like that. All are equal, but to maintain the social harmony, to balance the society, all are designed by our Vedas. We are not able to understand it properly. So Dronacharya here, what am I telling here? Why I am telling all these things? Dronacharya is a Jati Brahmana, but a Karma Kshatriya. You have choice to take a profession, any profession, what you like according to your Swabhava. By birth he is a Brahmana. What karma he has to do? Only teaching. Enna pandraru? Yuddham. He is coming and he has chosen the fighting, war. That means karma Brahmana. Karma Kshatriya aitar. Jati Brahmana, Drona became Karma Kshatriya. Nothing wrong in that. You can choose. Karma, any karma you can choose. Nothing wrong. So he is called Dronacharya here. Our history irukka Dronacharya irukku. Okay, next. I have to explain. Over no this shloka. Next shloka. 8th shloka. Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha Kripascha Samitim Jayah Ashwathama Vikarnascha Saumadattistathaiva cha Bhavan, your honor. Bhavan means your honor. The court judge. They address the judge, your honor, Bhavan. Yourself, anartha. He is showing the whole army. He is including Drona. Before showing that, he has to introduce you, Who are all there in my army? First, you. Hey, Dronacharya, you are there in my army. And you are there. Bhavan. Then, Bhishmacharya. Bhishma is one, Bibheti Asmat. By seeing whom everyone is terrified. The one who terrifies everyone in the battlefield. The Bhishma is coming means first they will leave their arms and they will go away. Such a powerful warrior, great warrior, tapasvi. Bhishma is a tapasvi, great tapasvi he is. That is why he has got a lot of power. Bhishma. And Karnaha. The Karna, why he's got Karna name? The one who born with kundalas. Karna, ear. He born with a kundalams, earrings. நம்ம கூட அப்படி பிறந்தேன்னா நல்லா இருந்திருக்கும் இல்லையோ? நார்மலா வரத்துக்கே கஷ்டப்பட்டுட்டோம், குண்டலங்கீழலாம் வச்சுட்டு வந்த கஷ்டம். So Karna has got a boon with kundalam he has born. That is Karna has got a very big history. I like to bring that story here. Then we'll see later. Then Kripacharya. Who is Kripacharya? Samitinjayaha. Who is undefeatable. இந்த மாதிரி பிபேதி அன்டிஃபீட்டபிள் பீப்புள் எல்லாம் வச்சுட்டு என்ன பண்ண போற இந்த பாண்டவாசு பாவம். Kripacharya is a great warrior. And who is undefeatable? Samitinjayaha means who is victorious in the war all the time. அவருக்கு டிஃபீட் என்றதே தெரியாது. டிஃபீட்ங்கிறதே தெரியாது. Samitinjayaha. Then Ashwathama. Vikarnaha. Duryodhana's brother. Vikarnaha. Tatha eva Saumadattihi. The son of Somadatta is Saumadattihi. He is also there in this, on our side. So all these warriors, prominent people in Artha. He is going to introduce some more. Here Karna, we have to understand how great Karna is. Dharma, adharma also we can understand here. Karma, not karma, Karna. Karna is the birth of Karna, how it has taken place. When Kunti Devi saw the sun, she was very young. She saw the sun and she was so attracted to the sun, so nice. You cannot see the sun. But when the cloud came, it looks same like a moon. Once a black cloud comes upon that sun, it covers, how the sun appears? Like a moon. No much rays. So that she seen that time. The sun. Oh, ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்காரு sun. இவ்வளவு அழகா இருக்காரு, இந்த மாதிரி குழந்தை இருந்தா நல்லா இருக்குமே. If I have got a child like this, she thought just like that. Immediately, because she is so great, and whatever she thinks in her mind, because she did lot of upacharya to one Maharshi. When one Maharshi came to her house, she did lot of seva. And because of that seva, that Maharshi was so much pleased and he gave the boon, whatever you ask in your mind itself, it will come true. She got that boon. After some time, she forgotten that. I have got this boon and kuda nammakku theriyadu, marandittan. Suddenly she saw the sun. If I get the child such like this sun, immediately the sun, that born as a child, on her lap, this Karna came on her lap. She is unmarried. What she has to do? How she can tell about this boy? Who will believe? Just I thought of sun and I got thought of a child. It came like that. Will anybody believe? And she was so afraid. What she did? And she asked Son, Lord, "Oh Bhagavan, how you have given me this child? How can I take care of this child? I am unmarried." So she got a message from the Lord Son internally, and she kept that boy in a box and she left the boy in the water. When she left that boy, that box is just floating in the water and taken by one charioteer. That charioteer has no issues. He has no children. And when he saw this boy, he was so happy. This boy given by the Lord, he took that boy and he has taken care of that boy. And this boy became the adopted son. This Karna do not know that. But as his own son he has taken care of. That charioteer wife name is called Radha. Since this Karna was grown up in the hands of Radha, his name is called Radheya. Since he has got Kundala, Karna Kundala, he's got Karna. Since he has got taken care of by that Radha, therefore he is called Radheya. And very powerful. All Kshatriya gunas he is having. Not ordinary Surya Amsha, Surya Bhagavan Amsha. It is a protective, these ornaments he has also got that. Wherever he goes, he will be protected by that. But one complex he has got. I am a Sutaputraha. Because he thought, I am the son of this charioteer, this Radha. Therefore, I am a Sutaputraha. I am not a Kshatriya. I am a Sutaputraha. Complex in the mind. That complex made him, but inside of Kshatriya guna, he want to learn archery, he want to become so great. And he developed such a quality, he develops that quality that is vow, vratam. Anybody asks anything, he is ready to give. That vratam he is developed. Because of his nature. His nature is like that. So anybody asks anything, he will give. Very good quality has developed. But this complex is there in the mind. Then what he did once, he approached Parasurama. This Karna approached Parasurama. Somehow I want to learn this archery, all the weapons, how to use, I want to learn. This Parasurama is dead against Kshatriyas. He will not teach other than Brahmanas. He will not teach to anyone other than Brahmanas. What this Karna did, he wore that Brahmana Vesham and went and asked Parasurama, I am a Brahmana, please teach me. Then Parasurama agreed, okay, I will teach you. In course of time, when Karna is learning all the powers from Parasurama, is not an ordinary person. A great, powerful warrior, Parasurama. And he learned, Karna learned everything from him. One day Parasurama want to sleep. When Karna is sitting there, hey, you sit here, I'll keep my head on your lap. Then Parasurama kept his head on the lap of Karna. And Parasurama nicely sleeping, taking rest. And one bee came somewhere. That vand, very vand, bug. It came, started, it biting Karna's thigh. Then blood is oozing. Lot of pain is coming. But he don't want to get up. Because Guru is sleeping on his lap. How can I disturb my Guru's sleep? Therefore, just he is bearing the pain. And the blood is flowing. When the blood is flowing and that Parasurama got some, body became wet. What is the high? I am feeling cool. He saw blood is flowing down. He has woken up Parasurama. What is this? Blood is coming here. Immediately he looked at what is happening there. The Karna almost the bug has taken a lot of flesh. And he looked at Karna. Immediately he sat. Who are you? Tell me, he asked. If you are a Brahmana cannot see this blood. A Brahmana cannot withstand with blood. You are not a Brahmana. Who are you? Tell me. Then Karna said, I am a Sutaputra. I am a Sutaputra. I want to learn. That's why I said lie with you. Then Parshurama was so angry. You have cheated me and you have learned all powers from me, astram, shastrams, everything. So he cursed Karna. Whatever you have learned from me, nothing will work at a need. When you need that power, you want to use, it will not work for you. He got the sharp. Then Karna was so sad. Already Sutaputra ni var kavale. And after learning so many years, all powers have gone. Then he went again, another guru, and he learned Nagastram. And Duryodhana invited him, I will take care of you. I will give all privileges to you. And Duryodhana taken care of Karna. And Karna also with Duryodhana's Kauravas. And he came to know this Arjuna is so powerful. And Duryodhana want to conquer Pandavas. And Karna want to help his friend Duryodhana. Because Duryodhana has taken care of, he has given Anga Rajyam, kingdom he has given to him, made Karna as a king. Therefore, as a friend, to Duryodhana he has to give in return. What Duryodhana wants? Duryodhana wishes to kill Arjuna. Then Karna said, hey Duryodhana, you don't worry. I will take care of Arjuna. I will kill Arjuna. My job is only to satisfy you. To satisfy you, I have to do only one job. What is that? To kill Arjuna. This is the only reason why Karna developed vengeance upon Arjuna. Not that he hate Arjuna. To please Duryodhana, he developed an vengeance attitude towards Arjuna. And he accumulated all weapons to kill Arjuna. But all of them gone. Only one Nagastram he has got. He has got other weapons, but Arjuna's killing is not so easy. Here see this beauty. Lord Krishna knows all these things. What happened to Karna, Lord Krishna knows. Who is the target for Karna also Lord Krishna knows. Now Lord Krishna is on the side of Pandavas. He has to protect Arjuna. Because Pandavas are dharmic. When Bhagavan help we get, there is a beautiful shloka. Who will get Bhagavan's grace? The shloka runs like this. Buddhyamam sahasam dhairyam buddhi shakti parakramaha. Buddhyamam means proper effort. Whoever put proper effort, then sahasam, perseverance. Whoever have got perseverance, dhairyam, courage. Number 3. First one is Udyamam. Second one is Sahasam. Third one is Dhairyam, courage. Then fourth one is Buddhihi, knowledge. Whoever is having knowledge. Fifth one is Shaktihi, skill. Sixth one is skill with all resources and artham. Skill, keeping with all resources. Sixth one is Parakramaha. The capacity to overcome all obstacles. Parakramaha. In the R, irkanam. Udyamam, Sahasam, Dhairyam, Buddhihi, Shaktihi, Parakramaha. Whoever is having all these 6, ஷடேதே யத்ர வர்த்தந்தே. ஷட் ஏதே, ஏதே ஷட் யத்ர வர்த்தந்தே. இந்த 6 எங்க எவனில இருக்குமோ அவனுக்கு என்ன, தத்ர தேவஹா சகாயதே. இதெல்லாம் எல்லாம் இருக்கும்போது அவர் எதுக்கே சகாயம்? இது எல்லாம் 6 என்கிட்ட இருந்தா தத்ர தேவஹா சகாயதேன, தேர் பகவான் வில், பகவான் கிரேஸ் வில் பி தேர். வாட் வி திங்க், இந்த 6 இருக்கும்போது பகவான் ஹெல்ப் எதுக்கு நம்ம நினைக்கிறோம். There is a secret here. Understand? There is a secret. Bhagavan's grace is a 7th factor, which is very important factor. I am telling here, in this context, why Lord Krishna sends Kunti Devi to Karna. Oh Kunti Devi, this is the time for you to go and ask Karna to come and join with the Pandavas. அதெல்லாம் இந்த கீதா சாப்டர்ல கிடையாது, நான் சொல்றேன். என்ன தர்ம யுத்தம் சொல்றதுக்கு இது என்னன்னா, we have to know all these things. Then when Krishna Bhagavan said to Kunti, yes, this is the right time, otherwise he is going to kill his own brothers. Then she went to Karna and she looked at Karna. No, after a long time, no, she is seeing the Karna very near, eldest son, no, eldest son with so much tejas, lot of power is having, and she is so much impressed, and the matru vatsyalyam just showered in her heart. Oh my dear Karna, oh my son. He looked at Kunti. Who are you? He asked. Karna asked, who are you? She says, I am your mother. You are my mother? Yes, I am your mother. She says whole story, what happened from the beginning and how she left him, how he brought up by them. Then Karna was so happy inside. Karna was so happy. I am Kshatriya, I am Kshatriya, I am Kshatriya. ஒரே சந்தோஷமோ சந்தோஷம். ஏன் அந்த காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ், சூதா புத்திர நான், அந்த காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் has gone. என்ன சந்தோஷம்னு, no words for him. But at the same time he was so angry with Kunti Devi. Why you left me? Because you left me. I underwent so many travails in my life. Why you left me? ஏம்மா நான் பாரமா இருக்கேனா உனக்கு? he asked. I am helpless. I was helpless that time, Kunti said. It is my prarabdha. Karna accepted finally. She asked, you come and join with the Pandavas. You are my son. I have 6 sons. Then Karna was so sad. See another situation where Karna has to face. I gave a word to Duryodhana. Once I gave a word to anyone, I cannot withdraw. That is only to kill Arjuna. Oh mother, I am disappointing you. I cannot come. But one thing I will promise you. I am going to kill only Arjuna in the battlefield. I have no one to kill in the battlefield. If I kill Arjuna, I am your son. You have all the time 5 sons. If Arjuna kills me, Arjuna will be with you. Then also you are mother of 5. So therefore, I will not disappoint you in this manner. You will always mother of 5 sons. Karna says. Then she asks, he is not listening. He has a vow. He has to help to Duryodhana. Then Kunti Devi asked. Kunti Devi went. Then she told, Krishna Paramatma போய் எல்லாம் என்ன நடந்ததெல்லாம் சொல்லிட்டான். So இப்படியெல்லாம் நடந்தது. அப்படியா? So you go and once again ask Karna. What I have to ask? Then Krishna tells what to ask. She goes and asks Karna, I am asking once again, please come, join with the Pandavas. No. Other than that, whatever you ask, I will give. Parma. Other than that, whatever you want, I will give. As a mother, I want to fulfill your desire, at least. Then she asks Karna, please use that Nagastram only one time. That Nagastram, powerful Nagastram you have got, use only one time. Okay, he said. Yes, I'll use only one time. Then Kunti came back with that heart, with weight in the heart, lot of weight in the heart. She is not able to digest what is happening actually. When Karna is facing the Arjuna and Karna, war is going on, Karna is ready to use that Nagastram. That Nagastram Karna uses, it will not go back. It will kill that person. There Lord Krishna, in front of Arjuna, every arrow has to pass Krishna and it has to go back to Arjuna. Any arrow, first it has to attack Krishna, it has to go beyond Krishna and kill Arjuna. Yes? What Lord Krishna did, he pressed the chariot 2 feet, down. Few inches, not even feet, few inches down. And the time, correct, Nagastram is coming, he pressed the chariot few inches down. That arrow, Nagastram went and hit the Arjuna's kiridam. Then Arjuna felt insulted. What is this? My kiridam has gone. Now you know the 7th factor. Arjuna has got all 6. Buddhyamam, Sahasam, Dhairyam, Shakti, Parakramam, everything is there. 7th factor, who? Bhagavan pressed the chariot 2 inches. That is 7th factor. Without God's grace, nothing will happen. What happened to Karna's Nagastram? Only one time he has to use. Lost that chance, gone. Now Arjuna is saved. More in the next class. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.